the heart of Shirley Doe for anybody.
I don't think the man has a heart.
And I believe we officially start round 2 here. Doe with a front face lock. And notice how he tripped Moriarty and floated over into full mount here. And this is where Doe can use that Japanese influence that you mentioned to rain down some shots. Lee out the back door, and he slaps on an ankle lock. And quite frankly, I hope Lee breaks his damn ankle. And if you're wondering why Doe would opt for a slap in that exchange, you do not want to break your hand in a rounds matchup.
No, not at all. Because
in between rounds, your opponent can try to recover, which could put you in peril if you're going in with an injury in the later rounds. And what a forearm from Moriarty.
Lee can throw some very heavy forearms. There's no two ways about it.
Oh, God, you heard that.
Wow, that was a hell of a reciprocation.
2 minutes remain in round 2. 2 minutes remain.
Paul, you talked about Moriarty's aspirations to travel internationally to Japan. Kachitori Shibata is one of his influences, and that's what you're seeing here. A lot of those strikes are from that constant study of the apex of combat. He truly earns that moniker.
Sure, this guy does his homework.
Axe kick to the sternum there, which again, I don't feel bad for Doe. And perhaps Moriarty wants to extend this matchup for the opportunity to beat Doe down.
Yeah.
But that shows you the psychological effect that Shirley Doe is having on the apex of combat.
Sure, we mentioned it last month on our anniversary event. You know, Doe has brought out a very different style of Lee Moriarty, a very different Lee Moriarty. Lee is actually becoming somewhat more vicious in his tactics, and Lee would not be one to bend or fracture a rule, but that's not the case here anymore.
The scars on the soul of the apex of combat from this rivalry may never fade, Paul.
No, not at all.
This war with Doe may fundamentally change who Moriarty is, as he drives the knees into the chest. And I'm not sure why Derek Direction is being allowed out here, by the way. He doesn't have a manager's license. But then again, if you get security to physically remove Derek Direction, it disrupts this event, which is exactly what the Grindhouse wants, as Moriarty drops the feet down across Doe.
That forearm right across the jaw, too, as he made that pin attempt.
10 seconds remain in round 2. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And to your point earlier, Paul, these early rounds.